Dude, I will make a shirt. It'll be like one of those things that they would wear where they'd, put on wool's hair and chains and whatever, like the flagellants.
No.
It's close.
No. So close. And yet so very close to something else.
No. So close. No.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I put it on.
No, now I'm nervous. Yeah.
It's turning the carpet. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the BeatiDudes. This is a show. It's a show. You're watching a show right now.
Or listening.
What this is a chance for you to walk and journey with four amazing men who just believe that Jesus Christ is the Savior, and that somewhere along the way in the bumps and bruises of life, authentic fraternity, humor, and the occasional breakdown is how we're going to get through this together, because we're at this tiny table together.
That's it.
This is like the Chili's. We took the booth. We're facing out, and you are the waitress.
That's just exactly what it's like.
So where's our bloomin' onion?
Is that the wrong side?
Probably.
Yeah,
Shows how often I eat out at different
I
restaurants.
wore white pants to a Chili's in college once. White
Why?
jeans. I bleached them.
What? No part of this is making sense.
Anyways, I forgot I had done it. And
white pants.
I bleached jeans to make them white. And this girl at school was like, I know who you are. This is college, a big college. She goes, I know who you are. I'm like, what? She goes, you wore white jeans to Chili's. I'm like, oh my gosh. So easy now. My name's Jeff. That's Nick Besner.
Black jeans to Applebee's.
Acid wash, yeah. And then I got Paul Kolker.
Blue jeans currently. That's literally.
Okay, he's got blue jeans on. Good. Hey,
Confirmed.
we're welcome to the show. That's how we talk. Giant man Kyle Hatfield.
Is here.
Take two, Jeff. Start over. That sounded like, did you have a stroke while you were saying?
Short circuit brain. Bah.
Giant man's here.
Giant man. Yeah, what kind of pants you got on?
What kind of pants I got on? They're golf pants, but I don't golf.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah.
The iron.
I see what you did there. Yeah.
Ironed.
Yeah. Listen, right before the show, it wasn't a golf clap. It was a mark the sound in the video clap, but it reminded me of something that happened to me last night.
Oh, what's that?
I go to this kind of like fancy affair. People are dressed nice. There's speakers.
Black tie?
No, more like
White jeans?
Yes.
Somewhere in between.
What kind of party is this? And like literally somebody gets done with an award or something, and I'm sitting there and I'm doing like this.
I don't think our audience can hear
Hold
that.
on. My wife goes, hey, you look pompous. And I go, what? She goes, do not clap that slow. You look like you're so over it. And I was like, this is the appropriate amount of effort for what's happening. She goes, stop. You either clap faster or don't clap.
Clap at a normal rate or don't.
And so then I'm like, she's like, you're making it worse. Like, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding. So I look over and my buddy Mark Howard is, two over, and Amanda's sitting next to Mark's girlfriend. And I look and his hand is going like this. And I go, look at Mark, watch it. Look at the cadence. Look at him.
Look at the
And she goes,
cadence.
well, he looks pompous too.
This is like a Seinfeld episode.
It does sound like that.
She's a low clapper.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it brings up, and listen, I know our editor. He's a tough guy, Pietro Damasceno. Is this thing? Yeah. He may edit this out because it's one of the craziest stories of all time, but I do have to tell you this.
Okay.
Not the clapping story, this forthcoming story.
Correct.
Got it.
That other one was pretty good. Okay, I went to the. Kyle, you ready for this?
Go for
You're
it.
the guest, so sit tight.
I'm ready. I'm buckled up.
I went to the Houston Boat Show with my friend and his wife back about 17 years ago. And they have the boats everywhere. It's a show. And then they had this giant pool area with some grandstands. And they said, everybody come over to the pool for the water skiing squirrel. And I'm like, we're going to the water skiing squirrel.
Absolutely.
So we go sit up there, and I think they packed the stands in pretty good. There were some empty seats, but not many. And I'm like, this is a big deal.
Okay.
So you know what it is? Like, it's a water ski boat and a
I've
squirrel.
seen this like on Sports Center.
Yeah,
Top
you
10.
get like that.
Yeah.
It's a real squirrel,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
So then he does a couple laps and then comes up in the whatever. I don't know what you call a woman who helps squirrels water ski, but
Squirrel trainer.
squirrel trainer. She starts going into this like, thank you for being here, blah, blah. But then I guess they're sponsored by Progressive Insurance because she does this whole like, and Nutty the squirrel, blah, blah, blah. with his Progressive Insurance and blah, 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 blah. And remember, because he got from Progressive Insurance. And I'm like, this is so weird and it's so forced. And I was like, I can't handle this. So when she gets done talking, I do this. Now I get to number 5 and I start looking around 6, 7. I look and I start nodding at people and she stopped moving. The squirrel's looking at me. I'm on 10 and then I start like trying to like encourage
Let's
people
get
to
this
clap.
slow clap going. Yeah.
I'm on number 12 and Kevin goes, stop it. Stop. And I finish. I get to 16. And then I just kind of breathe out and I just look back at the squirrel and I nod. And they were like, okay. And they started the show back up, but I hijacked the whole thing with a 16 count slow clap.
Wait,
I love how you have multiple clap stories.
I also love that you know the exact number. Like, do you have OCD or like what's
for sure? And I could feel it. I was like, I can't stop yet. I'm in the middle of a stanza.
I have to resolve the unresolved chord in my head.
And I did. And everybody there, I don't know if they remember the squirrel, but they remember that dude that was clapping.
They're like, man, those white jeans were obnoxious.
That guy's like straight out of Baywatch.
I'm sure that's what they said.
There's boats. I had blonde hair.
Yeah.
Kyle, thanks for driving out to the tiny table to be here.
Absolutely.
Did you and your wife have any sort of like, should I do this show kind of discernment process?
Yes. You email me. I showed her my phone and she says, you should say yes to that. And I said, great.
I love your wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. Tell us more. Married for how long?
Married for 10 years this past June. And,
we talked about this because you're on the 15.
Yes.
You can always know how long you've been married.
Exactly.
It's no math at all.
Yep.
You got married in 15, so 25 is 10 years.
Oh, yeah, that's
The
easy.
rest of us are like, well, I don't know.
Carry the one.
Yeah.
Yep. It's great. Married for 10 years, 5 daughters. And so I'm a girl dad through and through. Nick and I share that, which is great.
Man, 5 daughters, married 10 years. Your wife's a woman. There's a lot of women going on there.
Yes, this is very true.
So you were like, I'm coming to that tiny table. I don't care how tiny it is.
Exactly.
And we got Pietro in the studio right now. He's what are you doing? We got this is like your house reversed. There's men all over this place.
It is. We used to have chickens. And so I had even more women around me. It was great.
Egg layers.
Yep.
That's great.
No. Oh,
It's fine.
Age range of the 5 kids. Any twins, triplets, quadruplets?
Nope. 9 as of now. They're 9.
9. We don't have any. 9.
No. 9, 7, 6, 4, and 2.
9, 7,
Love it.
It's
Yes.
almost the that song. 9, 6, 7,
Jenny.
5, 4, and 2.
Nice.
We can get to that.
Hatfields.
No.
The Hatfields.
I was trying to give you a reference to your day and age, Jeff.
Thanks for that. You have no idea. You have no idea what it was like in the 80s.
Thanks for that.
I think it was something like The Collar.
Yeah, if you're not watching on YouTube, I look amazing today.
In all humility.
But you can't hear that.
No, that's true. Wait,
They can feel the collar.
listen
on,
for the
on
double.
audio.
It's 2 collars is what it is.
Yeah.
Like you put fraternities in the mid 2000s to shame.
Well, and in 2025, we're leading them into a new eternity called heaven. You're welcome, #1 fraternity podcast in America.
That is true. That is a fact.
Kyle Hatfield, did you get to pick the names of your kids, or is this one of those things where like it's another girl you can pick?
We had a pretty long list. I think after girl
All
number
girls?
3, well, no, but we realized maybe this is a trend, so we should maybe start thinking about this. We found out the gender before all of our babies were born, because I don't know, I could not do that otherwise. But it was good. Yeah,
You
so we
could,
had.
you just choose not to.
Sure, that's a good point. But I chose to do that very intentionally, and so we had the long list, and we just kept choosing from them as it went. So
In
nice.
order, or did you like work through like there's a new one coming, we got to pray about this? Like, how does
Well, it was on the 5th daughter that we realized we probably should have Mary in here somewhere, and so we have an Amelia Marie finally. But our oldest is Elizabeth Ann after Elizabeth Ann Seton.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And so we had the ability to visit her shrine in Maryland, which is awesome.
Very
so
cool.
we realized also we should have named more of our children after American saints and not after European saints, because going to Europe to visit all of their namesakes is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
we'll get there.
Pennsylvania Hatfield would have been a great one.
Sure, that's great.
I don't think it's a saint yet.
No. I mean, it's just a location and a last name.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to Franciscan University of Steubenville, Ohio.
Is that where you met?
We did.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Did you meet because she's also tall? I'm not trying to be funny. Like I could see y'all looking across each other on campus and be like, "It's us."
No, the terrible.
Everybody else can't see this plane of existence like we can.
It's true.
I see you.
But no, she saw me. I was unfortunately dating someone else at the time, and so ended that, and then eventually met her, and then we started dating.
You say unfortunately, like that sets you up to be with Angela.
It did.
Like so, that's pretty perfect.
It did.
Yeah.
Amen.
I love this.
Did you break it off at the port?
No, we did not break it off at the port. No, it was a girlfriend from back home.
Oh, got it.
And so that was over a phone call, which was
Good. Yeah.
recommendation. Don't do that, but it's okay. You go on. We live life.
It beats the text message.
Well, it's true.
There's a spectrum here.
Yeah.
There is.
Hey, and I'm going to say this word, and you tell me if you think I'm saying it right. Portachuncula. Portachuca. What is it called? The port.
Portiuncula.
That one.
Portachuncula.
What is
No,
this?
not chunk. Their chunk is not in the name.
Chunk is from the 80s movie Goonies.
Yeah. Every time I go in the adoration chapel, I yell out, "Hey, you guys!"
Nice.
This is like the remake, the replica of the church that Saint Francis rebuilt when Jesus told him, God told him.
Yeah,
I don't know if
he-
it was God or Jesus.
Well,
Jesus on the cross.
one of
Same.
those.
It's the same.
He
And different.
That's true. There is a distinction while not
It's the
being,
mystery.
not being a mixture.
Come on.
Or if we're going with the Council of Chalcedon, then yes, we're making this clarification. This is good. 451.
Listen, he's the one who went to Franciscan. You're about to show him that Aggies know our stuff.
You're doing great.
Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, but what were you?
So this is like a place in Franciscan that you can go to.
Portiuncula.
Portiuncula.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a replica of the church because St. Francis heard the Lord say, "Rebuild my church."
Literally.
Well, he took it literally, and so he went and rebuilt this one chapel that was falling apart.
I see.
And that's now inside of a huge church in like at the base of Assisi.
Tell me if I'm right about this. Is the time that he heard the Lord say, "Rebuild my church," was it the San Damiano cross that he heard it from?
I think that's correct.
I think they moved it up to the convent in
Yes.
Assisi now.
Yes.
But it was in that Portiuncula.
That sounds
think.
that sounds right.
But
Yes,
that's-
I'm trying to
It
remember.
wasn't like Jesus walking down the street. It was Jesus in the San Damiano cross.
Yes.
Got it. I got to see that this
As
summer.
far as I know.
I really did. It's neat. I think that's right. No, I think
No,
this is all coming
that all
together.
sounds right. That part I'm a little hazy on, but yeah.
Where did you grow up though?
Toledo, Ohio. And
Toledo,
so,
Ohio. So that you kind of had to stay in Ohio. Was it state school kind of thing?
well,
It's not state school, it's private.
grew up in Ohio, went to an engineering college in Indiana for a year, fell away from the faith after I converted to the faith, even a year before that, and then worked at a Life Teen summer camp and realized that I needed to change my life.
What?
And transferred to Franciscan 2 weeks later, and then eventually met my wife about a week after that. And
Dude, this sounds like a roller coaster ride. We went up, and then I did this loop. Then
Hop
we
on.
went, yeah.
it's my life. It's great.
After you fell away, wow. I know.
Convert.
Yeah,
fall
Friday
away,
we're going to
come
talk
right
about
back.
a lot of the conversion part. But you went and worked at which camp? Life Team?
The Life Teen summer camps. Yep.
Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm surprised that you didn't go to. Did you ever consider Texas A&M?
No, I would say whenever I was actually at the Life Teen summer camps, a lot of Aggies were there. At the time, I didn't think great of A&M. Now I've converted to be the greatest wannabe Aggie in the world. But
Brother,
That's all we
when I
ask.
told people you were coming, they were like, "He's coming," because I would say on the show we're gonna have Kyle Hatfield, Kyle Hatfield, Kyle Field, Texas A&M. Whoop.
is there a field?
That's the name of our stadium.
No, I know.
Oh, okay, okay.
Come on.
It's just in
He's
case.
a joker.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Has anybody ever yelled that at you before?
No. I think we need to start doing that.
I love it.
Jeff. That's why no one's ever done it before.
No. You were so sincere. No.
Okay. I mean, if my name was Kyle Field and there was a hat in the middle of it, I'd be like, we'd throw the hat in there just so
Throw people off.
I wouldn't have to sign autographs. I'm Kyle Hatfield.
Oh, yeah. And to avoid legal disputes.
Yes. Can we say your middle name?
Yeah, it's Frederick.
Whoa.
Kyle Frederick
Just dropping that one in there.
Yeah.
It was that or Oscar. So my parents went back and forth, but settled on Frederick.
Man, how do you? That's pretty neat that you know the fight over your middle name.
Yeah, it's because I think I asked one day why Frederick, and then that was the answer.
Because it's not Oscar.
Because it could have been Oscar.
Could have been Oscar.
Would you say Oscar? Never mind. We're good. Okay. Tell me about your time in Franciscan.
Yeah, so I transferred there, and then I studied theology and catechetics, and
Different from engineering.
different from engineering. Yes, it was a big shift. I went from studying engineering and soil and all the things of civil engineering, bridges, to writing philosophy papers on metaphysics, and that was not my wheelhouse per se, but we got there eventually. So went to Franciscan. Played soccer my first year and then studied abroad in our Austria program. Gamming. My wife and I had the ability to do that together when we were dating. So we got married, or we didn't get married in Paris. We got engaged in Paris.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
And so I like dropping that out of context to people of just saying, man, my wife and I got engaged in Paris because it is awesome.
It is awesome.
And I win when I say that. So.
It's a trump card.
It's like,
It is.
I've done cool things like this. Have
true.
you?
It was, and people say, "Oh, was it the Eiffel Tower?" And I say, "Absolutely not. It was the Luxembourg Gardens." Come on,
Of course.
Stupid question.
It's ridiculous.
And people are like, oh, of course, I know what that is. And I'm
Exactly.
like,
Yeah, totally.
I was thinking about the gardens at the bottom of that tower.
The Eiffel Tower.
It's an Eiffel.
But we came back from Austria after getting engaged, and we got married actually before our senior year of college. And so,
wow.
Dude, listen to this. You are awesome. You're happy. You're full of women. Like, there's good things happening in your life. I love your job.
Blessed
I
are
love
you among women.
Yes. But like, I want people to hear this. Like, people are like, you got to wait till you're 70 to get married now because you got to make it and retire. Like, that's what it feels like in these day and age. I love when I find people are like, we know, so we're getting married. We're going to finish off college this way. Like, dude, rock it. That's awesome.
The discernment. Well, the discernment process actually happened I went to my wife's house in Austin, Texas, and 6.5 pallets of sod showed up the next day from her parents and said, please put this on our yard. And laying sod in late July in Texas was a fantastic time for us to discern.
We're
and
either breaking up or getting married. Like,
it's true. It's true. But the Lord really put it on our hearts that our vocation is greater than our occupation, and it was great discernment. And I'm not taking credit. My wife was the one who actually kind of said, "What if we got married?" Me wanting all the practical things of life, thought there's no way that's possible. But the Lord in His goodness made it very clear and evident that was what He wanted. So,
wow.
Kyle, what if we go to Paris? What if we get married soon? It's
true.
What if you pick out this ring? Like, just things I'm thinking about. Meanwhile, her father
We
is
can
like,
always discuss them.
I heard you used to be in engineering school. Yeah. Did you study soil? Yeah. Well, plant this stuff in my yard.
A lot of soil.
You probably know about the antecedent moisture conditions.
Oh my gosh.
that's soil compaction, all those things.
That's an actual
Nitrogen content.
Sure.
Okay. What do you do? Well, hold on. Where did your career go?
Yeah, so after Franciscan, took a job as a middle school youth minister in Houston, Texas, at Christ the Redeemer Catholic Church. Was there for about a year, and then after that, my wife and I were really discerning what does God want for our life, and we both had great conversion moments from being at summer camps, and hers was at a non-denominational camp in Texas. Mine was at the Life Teen summer camps. And so we saw a job posting at this place called the Pines Catholic Camp. This guy named John Egan, who I know you guys know very well.
Oh, my goodness.
Recent guest.
Had us come out.
Show.
How come they're not sponsoring this with how much free press they get out of this? It's like,
Have we asked?
oh,
We just got to ask.
Okay. Can we? Can you please?
Well, yeah, sponsor us.
Cha-ching, I heard it.
Oh, hey, there it is. Okay, keep going.
I had this thought that what if they sponsored us?
Yeah, that just happened to you.
Yeah.
I told people the other day that I think it's the Holy Spirit. Every time I get a text message, and the guy was like, hold on, let me just text you my next question. Okay, go on about the... we've had Greg... I was going to call him Greg
awesome.
Pines.
Eagle.
His name's not Pines.
Eagle.
Yeah, Eagle.
You had the big tuna,
We have Big Tuna, and then we have...
McCoy.
McCoy.
Like the Hatfields and McCoys.
That's perfect.
Oh, yes, that makes perfect sense for Kyle Hatfield.
So clever.
But yeah, we were there for a little over 4.5 years, and it was a great joy.
You lived there?
Lived on camp. The very first house when you come on camp, that was the house we lived in. And so when we moved there, our
Married,
oldest...
no kids?
No, our oldest was a year and a half old, and then our second was due 6 months after that. So yeah.
So
we grew our family from 1.5-year-old to 4 children, and then that was when we left camp. So
it's like the quota. It's time to leave.
Sure.
There's never been somebody that had 4 kids living at camp. You got to go.
Actually, that might be true. I wonder when John, well, he was still at camp, but when he moved away from camp, because they moved off of camp for a little bit. But
well, the cabins only sleep 6.
It's true. It's true. We had a real house. It was great.
Oh, okay, good.
I go to family camp there. It's actually coming up in like 2 weeks. And because my family's so voluminous.
Sure.
That's a good way to put it.
They give us one of the, what's the thing called? It's like the foundation, gosh, it's got a name, but it's like.
The lodge?
Where it sleeps 30.
Uh-huh.
We get a lodge to ourselves.
That's great.
So every one of my kids gets a private shower at camp.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what shufflebine means in camp speak.
Great.
That's
great.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, you lived there. What were you doing?
So I was the assistant director and then program director and then camp director whenever John left. And so slowly just
So you were the big tuna for a minute after
I was the big tuna for a year and a half during the fun pandemic times. And so
They left you with that one.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Kyle, do it.
Yep.
Good luck.
Thanks, John.
I was a youth baseball umpire during high school.
So you're used to wearing masks?
Sure. That could be one. I would say it's more of used to dealing with very upset people yelling at you.
Yeah. And getting hit by flying balls.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People pelting you with things.
It was a wild time.
Were you, I have to ask you this real quick on the umpire thing. Were you union or non-union?
I think non-union.
Oh, because in Toledo there wasn't baseball umpire unions.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, because like I couldn't get the good jobs when I used to ump because I wasn't a union ump. I was a YMCA ump, which is like being like a YMCA kid. You don't take it as serious.
Okay. You learn something new every day.
I didn't get paid very well, so I didn't care very much.
It's true. Fair.
That's how I treat people about business.
Strike, I guess.
Oh, if I told you the stories, I should have been kicked out of a lot of games.
Clapping involved.
I slow clapped a kid back to the dugout.
Hey, you're out.
And that was where it started.
That's where it started. And I knew I had a gift. God gave me the gift of the slow clap.
It's great.
It's the optimal amount of effort that still shows that you're in it, but you're not too in it.
Sure. As your wife told you.
She made it abundantly clear.
Amanda, thank you for raising this child as well.
How did she? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I feel the same way about my wife. She's the best.
Your wife is so sweet. Let's just take a break and talk about her for a second. She was working the red carpet, taking care of folks at the Triumph of the Heart just less than 2 weeks ago at time of recording. And first of all, she's stunning.
Agreed.
And she means business. And I kept trying to be like, Angela, it's Jeff and Nick. You know us from St. Anne Coppell. Look at us. And she was like, I don't care who you are. I was assigned to these people. This is my focus. And she was on it. She was doing her job.
She caught a fainting actress. It was great.
Tell me more.
Wait, really?
I didn't notice.
I wasn't there, but the Albert, the wife of Albert, I think from the movie, she fainted during the red carpet, and my wife caught her.
Oh my gosh. This is like a Whitney Houston moment.
Sure.
The Bodyguard, going back to the 80s here.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a
I had to go deep in the archives to remember that one. Yeah.
Caught her and like laid her down, picked her up.
I don't think
off.
she actually fell over, but she just
She was
kept
just,
her
like,
from
on her
falling.
way. Yeah.
Hey, but it was during an interview. Did she grab the bottom of her jaw and keep it going?
She didn't
So
ventriloquist her.
it then became a Weekend at Bernie's moment.
Yeah. Or as Jeff would say, ventriloquist. Is that what you
That's
said?
what I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nick got it, but it sounds so right. The word vanquillatrism.
Sorry, try again.
Quillatrism.
Okay.
He
With a
says
van.
it, yeah. It's when you write with a 17th century pen
Like, watch this.
for somebody else.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We were interviewing Kyle Hatfield.
Oh,
See?
that's so good. I don't even know what that was. Wait.
16.
Yeah, I
16.
wasn't going to subject our audience to that.
Listen, I think there's a pretty good chance that sometime after this episode, somebody's going to 16 clap you somewhere, and you're going to be like, what's going on? Because you're going to forget this moment happened.
Yeah, but I won't now that we addressed it.
Yeah.
So on.
You're welcome.
It's burned in.
You're welcome. Have you ever listened to the show?
In preparation for this, I listened to John's show.
Good luck.
Did you subscribe?
I think I followed you on Spotify.
That works.
Hey,
that's
I just had this thought. What if you subscribe to our show?
I would love to.
Man, when we have these thoughts, things happen.
That goes for any of our listeners out there. What if you subscribed?
What if you 5 stars?
That's it.
There it is.
Share, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
Punch it. Hey, so craziest, do you have like things at camp where you're like, you won't believe this, but you can tell us because it's not going to break HIPAA or anybody's like emotional barriers?
Sure. There's many stories like that.
Sure.
I would say the one of recent, in my kind of last summer there, I got a call at about 12:30 in the morning. It was from one of our high school kids who was kind of helping out. And they say, hey, Kyle, Mr. McCoy, I hit a power pole with the camp truck. And I said, okay,
funny.
like, are you okay? They said, yes. There's just a live power line on the cabin.
No.
And the kids are awake wondering what's happening.
Yeah, they're awake.
And so thankfully I knew how to shut off all the electricity at camp. And so we did that. And eventually we made it through.
Wow.
So that was just one, but
Wow. Yeah,
But
there's always one.
they've since made it foolproof at camp for all of you looking to send your kids there.
sure.
All those lines went underground or not.
Or yeah.
They were working on it.
Yeah.
I know Josh is working on something
Oh,
with that, but we'll see.
Oh, he's a future BeatiDudes guest, the old Wattenberger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was his camp name, I think, is Wattenberg or Whataburger.
Too close.
Oh,
Maybe.
no,
You
but
can't be
that-
like
that
Shuffle
makes-
Bine, and my nickname's like Shuffle
Boy.
Bin.
Shuffle.
Shuffle Boy.
I'll take-
Shuffle
that's
Boy.
actually pretty
We'll call
good.
you
I'll take
Shuffle
it.
Very
Boy.
good.
Yeah.
My camp name was Socrates.
Socrates.
Yeah, like from Bill and Ted.
Not like Socrates?
Like
Okay.
Socrates, yes,
Okay.
but
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 31.
Bill and Ted's is not in your world.
It's true.
Never heard of it.
so many young pups at this table.
I mean, I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Have you ever heard of versojobs.com?
Tell me more.
Actually, we're going to get to that in a minute. So just hold on.
Way to shoehorn that reference in.
We'll get there. We'll get there. The Pines, you have a bunch of kids. You still got one more to go, and you move off to do what?
Yeah, so in December of 2021, we left camp and moved to Dallas. We lived in an Airbnb for 2 months, but in early January, I started a job at Catholic Leadership Institute. And so long ago, I was actually realizing this on the drive down here. You spoke at a day of formation for the Youth Young Adult and Campus Ministry office with Jason
No
Duderman.
joke. Yeah, that
And
was
I
like a
realized-
long day.
I realized that I was like, that was a moment of my life. That was a turning point. And you talked about leadership, and I had already been starting to read and learn about leadership. But that was like a catalyzing moment of my life. And realizing,
God,
yeah,
that's
and
awesome. I remember a really tall guy that I was worried about in there.
Sure, yeah, but it was at that day that I started really to learn about leadership and just started devouring books over 3 years of some books on extreme ownership, setting visioning, all these great, beautiful things. All the books back here.
I'm pretty sure that day I took the book Tribal Leadership and walked through how it is the Catholic. If you apply it in the Catholic social teachings, you can transform any culture and strategy.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, I started working at Catholic Leadership, and I had, again, since like 2018 or 19, been really learning about and just immersing myself in leadership and all those things. And so I was looking for something remote, something new that would kind of fit some of these things that I was looking for. And I found Catholic Leadership Institute.
Pretty perfect.
And thought,
Well.
this looks great. They support a lot of priests and bishops and parishes. And then when I showed up and got there, I just realized the depth of the work that we get to do is just such a beautiful thing.
Wait, so when you say support bishops and priests and parishes, like what kind of support? Like, what does that mean?
Yes, is the way that I was describing that.
All of it.
Yeah, so I mean, it looks anything from coaching on to full deep consultation with diocesan wide with different dioceses. So there's a long kind of pathway between them, but they're really based off of 3 things, which is forge the future, embolden the clergy, and ignite the parish. Okay. Those are our 3 pillars, and so we live and breathe by those things. And man, it's a great gift to do what we do.
I've known CLI because of Salucci for a long time. They tried really cool stuff that they were doing with YCP really way back in the day. And I consider that to be a very prestigious place to be. How cool is it that you're like, all right, we're having all these girls, we're going to move out of camp, and you go and just get into like the coolest position. Like I look up to you in more ways than one is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Well, thank you for that. Definitely the height. I don't know what else, but yeah, no, I was doing an interview today for a position I'm hiring for, and I told them that I definitely had, and I still have today, imposter syndrome every day because of the many talent that we're surrounded by. And it's not a cause for me to grieve, but it's more of a calling to what I could be. And Dan is he is such a gift.
It's like a place of great gratitude when you realize that I think you can turn anything that is imposter syndrome into a place of appreciation that you get to be in the spot.
Yes.
What job are you hiring for right now?
Yeah, so I'm hiring for an engagement coordinator. Kind of 0 to 2 years out of college.
Must be willing to travel to Paris.
No, not Paris, unless the Archbishop...
different engagement.
Different engagement,
sorry.
yes. Unless the Archbishop wants us to have that, then maybe, but probably not.
I would apply for that job. Yeah, get down on one knee. This is the gardens. Time to do this.
You're now engaged.
I've coordinated this whole thing.
You've coordinated the engagement.
Just whispering in the guy's ear.
Okay,
I do this.
now say this.
Ask her the question.
Have you subscribed to the BeatiDudes? Hey, finding quality candidates that are qualified and aligned, that's so hard to do.
It can be really difficult these days.
Yeah, but
But it doesn't have to be.
No.
There's people that will do it for you.
Yeah.
They make it human.
Right?
They make that whole hiring process human.
Who would do such a thing?
Well, you know what I was thinking about? To the heights a little bit. Verso Jobs.
Verso Jobs.
Verso l'alto.
.com. VersoJobs.com is such an incredible website. They should call it VersoJobs.com.
What?
Why?
Was there a punchline that I missed?
Because it's got this like stunning hairdo. I don't know. Actually, it's just .com.
It's got the peak.
There's no. Yes, thank you. We're going to the peak.
The widow's peak.
Yes. Kyle, they paid us. They paid us like all sponsors should. But if you're looking for, I'm looking at the website now. It
Qualified
says,
candidates?
Yeah, and if you're looking for an engagement coordinator, we know people that are qualified and aligned. You know what? I feel like that's what this show is. The show's about being qualified and aligned in fraternity. That's why we're a perfect match for VersoJobs.com.
.com. There's no B at the end.
Be sure of that by checking it out at VersoJobs.com.
It sounded like you said comb.
Comb.
Okay.
That's what I said. Comb.
Got it.
He's pronouncing it in Italian. Versojobs.com.
Is punto?
Yeah.
Dot.
Dot.
Oh, okay.
Like punctuation. Comes
It's the
from
most
the same root word.
annoying commercial we've ever done. I do love these guys. Joey Dunikoski launched Verso Jobs because we surprised him on the show when somebody from the Pines got sick.
Oh, yeah.
Hawk was supposed to be our guest, and he was hawking it up in the bathroom.
Pietro cannot handle that.
Can't wait to edit that part.
Just shaking his head. Just as Jeff does the slow clap,
Yeah.
Pietro's doing the
He just marked
slow
the time,
head shake. My
3:01 p.m. Delete.
Delete. I walked in the bathroom when Hawk was in there, and I was like, goodness. No, it's only fun if it's shared. So, anyways, they launched Verso Jobs because of this show. They were going to do it anyways. They just fast forwarded it.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay, listen, we're going to launch something here for a second, and then we're going to come back and talk more about CLI.
This launch is called Blessed Are the Joke Makers, for they shall inherit the 150 points.
It's a lot of points.
And the way this works, we've got a character card and a Catholic card game card. We have to answer. The prompt on the Catholic card game card as this character. You just get to decide which one you enjoy the most, and that person gets all 150 points.
Wow, that's great.
Okay, here we go. All right, so the character. What are you doing?
Just presenting.
Okay,
Keep up the good work.
Peacocking.
all right. So, as the biggest loser, Doubting Thomas wished he was known for blank.
Oh, yeah. I used to be roommates with Kyle Hatfield. We were in engineering school together, and we would do all of our classes together. We were tilling soil and studying it, and we were looking at the mechanics behind bridges and what would do the math on the bridges. And then he went off and he became a big star. He actually went off and he started studying the soil of fertile soil to bring souls to Christ through the ecumenical bridges he was building in the church. And here I am, Thomas in the engineering school, and I wish I was known for being Kyle Hatfield.
Hey, I'm Thomas, and people always know that I wanted to put my finger in Jesus' hands, but really I wish they would have just looked if they could put it in my side, which is now missing because I've lost so much weight. I'm the biggest loser.
He's like just fat Thomas. Yeah. Because he kind of has the Albert thing going, but not really. He's not full Albert.
Well, the fat and you got it.
Yes, I went to a summer camp to help me to lose weight, and well, I don't know if it worked very well. I doubt it did, but I wish that I'd gotten to stay in one of the nicer facilities so that I could have had my own private shower and really been a part of kind of how the Scheffelbeins work, where they're a part of the voluminous mysteries.
We got more than a decade of those. All right, those were 3 amazing moments.
Hey.
Like, I think this was, snap, snap, snap,
No,
snap,
don't slow
snap.
Kyle, you
Kyle,
have
what
to
say
choose.
you?
Yeah, you have to choose one.
Because I'm gonna go with Paul on this one. I'm gonna get that one to him.
Did you say stupid?
I just said that's stupid. I didn't say your name.
Oh,
I meant like, whatever. I don't know.
real charitable, bro. Stupid Paul.
I never said your name. You're implying your own name in the word stupid.
You're implying.
I just said stupid.
He's like,
Pietro, can you play that back?
Petro's gonna come on here. Hey, we got socks for you from St. Josephine Bakita. Do you have any Josephines in your kid group?
No.
Okay, good.
kid group.
Amongst your children.
Listen, that's for you. That's for being our celebrity guest judge.
Thank
You can get your own at sockreligious.com. And if you want to work at Sockreligious, check out versojobs.com. Paul, you did a really good job on
Thank
there.
you.
You worked in Doubt. You worked in Voluminous. Like, you crushed it.
Thank you. Well, you guys did too. It was
Thanks.
fun.
That's what I'm looking for. Just a little
Verso's cool
information.
because it's gamified.
Yep. All right.
yeah.
Commercials.
Hey, guys. What do I have right now?
Tiny Saints.
That's right.
And what do I have?
Tiny Bill.
Tiny Bill.
Tiny Bill.
What do I have, guys?
A big bill.
That's Big Bill Phillips, everybody. He's one of the creative minds behind this incredible movement happening. We've known about Tiny Saints for years, right?
For years.
They're all over the place. They're sweeping the nation one tiny saint at a time.
They're in everybody's pockets.
Yeah.
On their backpacks.
On their
because
keychains.
they're so tiny.
Or in your beard.
And
You probably can't even see this one. It's so tiny.
but that's the cool thing. You can take Tiny Saints with you everywhere. But what's really happening now is the people like Bill and the folks at Coronation Media teamed up with the folks over at Tiny Saints. They're launching something called Tiny Saints.
Show.
That's
Oh, wow.
right. But you know what? They need your help. Just like everybody else, the stuff they do costs money.
What?
I want to give money to this.
If you give enough money, you can get all sorts of cool Tiny Saints gear and opportunities.
I want that
Calls
notepad.
out. You can get call outs in the show.
Can you?
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, for a
But you
lot
can.
of money.
Yeah, but they have a Kickstarter going right now to help raise money for this new show. So go support the project at whatever level you're able to contribute.
Yeah, type in Tiny Saints Show Kickstarter into any sort of a web search browser, Google,
That's going to be easier.
or type in a whole bunch of words that we'll put in the show notes.
There you go.
Hey guys, Tiny Saints Show. It's
Amazing.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Nick, when it comes to investing, I just feel like money and morality don't always line up. What's the answer?
Often that's the case, but our friends at Aquinas Wealth Advisors have a really great solution. It's called the Faith and Finance Score. You go on their website and you put in your info. They tell you where you're invested and where it doesn't actually line up with where you want to be.
So you mean I don't just have to funnel money towards a retirement fund where I don't know what it's investing in?
That's right, you don't. And you don't even have to give up or sacrifice returns. You can get both.
So just get on the computer, bing, and I type in the website.
AquinasWealth.com. It takes longer to type than it does to get your faith and finance score.
Thanks, guys. Great job, Nick.
You betcha.
You know what I think is hard about starting a business? Healthcare, for crying out loud. It's expensive. It's intimidating. At the end of the day, you're probably paying for stuff you don't even agree with. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I knew you could. So what we did is we started working with Solidarity Health Share. Totally different. These folks are aligned with us morally and ethically, and even the structure from a cost perspective works for us as we're launching businesses, as we're growing our families. And I don't know if you know this, but a couple times my kids went to the hospital in the last 2 years.
They sure have.
Yours?
But Solidarity has walked with us through all of it, including some crazy stuff for Benny Pro, my little boy. So all of this to say, I would encourage anybody out there thinking about their own business, their own needs, check out Solidarity Health Share for a better alternative to regular healthcare. So check out learnmore.solidarityhealthshare.org/BeatiDudes.
Stop what you're doing and listen to the BeatiDudes.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here with Kyle Hatfield, and we've been talking all different things in the first segment, but we really started to dive into your current role at CLI. I just had a question of just to dive back into it, what is that? I know you say we help everybody do everything, but what are you doing on a Tuesday afternoon? Are you coaching priests one-on-one in leadership, in running a parish? What does that really look like?
Yeah, so I think if we break it down by let's say a pastor of a parish, usually a lot of the times there's great ways of kind of making a vision for a parish. We actually come alongside parishes and actually help them implement that vision. And so, as you all know, making the vision isn't always the challenge. It's making it actually happening and kind of get to the point of, this is a lot of work. I don't know how we're going to do this. We don't have the resources. And so we work with a lot of other apostolates and kind of bring them in to do things that we aren't necessarily good at and don't have the skill set to do. Evangelical Catholic is a great one. Mm-hmm. They do great work in teaching others how to evangelize. And so that's one example for pastors, is kind of help them implement the vision. At a diocesan level, we might do executive coaching for a bishop. We might help them create a new strategic plan or a vision from that sense. And then for priests kind of broadly, we have an ongoing formation service that we're now launching into called Eus, which means his, and really are bringing priests back to the day of the ordination, why they said yes. And so just looking at a lot of different ways of doing that and building leadership skills through our foundations. We also have a health and wellness course launching soon, kind of to accompany priests to help them understand their nutritional intake, what exercise looks like. And so that's kind of an example of what we do with priests as well.
So it's kind of this, you could have online courses to learn certain things. You could it's kind of pick your, how involved do you want us to be?
Yeah. And so so my role at CLI is really to filter through when a bishop calls and we're on a call with him and he says, I want to support my priests better. We have to filter through and say, well, what does that mean? There was once someone who called and said, I want to buy priests in my diocese time to do evangelization in their local parishes. What system do you have in place for that? And it's not a system they need; it's coaching they need to understand how do you organize your schedule, how do you organize your life to do the things that the Lord is entrusting you with.
Empower others to do stuff that they can do, because you're the only one who can do sacraments in most of the shepherding.
Amen. Yeah. And it's I think the reality of the apostolic age of the church. Monsignor Shea wrote a book a few years ago, From Christendom to Apostolic Mission. Yep. But the reminder for all of us to remember that a parish is not the people, it's not the building, but it's all the souls within the canonical bounds. And I just think that conversation has been had a lot lately of what are we entrusted with as a church? Yep. And the Holy Father's entrusted with the whole world, not just the Catholics of the world. It's an important reminder.
If anybody just heard the last 3 sentences you said, they should just sign up for their parish to be part of CLI right now.
Go get it.
It was brilliant. It was well said. I believe it. I'm in. I think it makes change. I'm
CLI.org, CLI.com.
CatholicLeaders.org.
CatholicLeaders.org.
There you go.
Yep.
Org.
Sure. Orb.
It's a silent B on the
Is it
end.
an orb?
Yeah, but what it looks like is different from whatever diocese it might be. Whether we do work in a diocese of Orange, California, over to the diocese of Raleigh, to the Archdiocese of Philadelphia, they're all unique in how they come. And so it's hard to peg down specifically here's the thing and how it looks like. It's not I always talk about how we don't really have a mold that we force our partners and our dioceses or bishops into. we mold to what they're looking for, and it's pretty amazing how it's been set up, and it's a really gift to be able to do it that way.
great.
So it's kind of a dialogue when you enter into it.
Absolutely.
You're going in and you're saying, well, let's find out what you're doing already,
Sure.
what your needs are, that kind of thing, and then how do we adapt you to be more successful at
Exactly.
whichever.
Yeah, and the greatest gift that's part of it is 90% of what we do is philanthropically funded, and
Wow.
the question of, well, how much does this cost? It's my privilege and honor to say nothing. There's a whole team of our team at CLI that is working on fundraising lots of money for the work that we get to do.
How big is CLI? How many people?
I think it's about 30 full-time people right now, and then we have a variable workforce of about 30 or 35 on top of that. Wow. So those are the consultants actually doing the work.
Anybody live close to you in North Texas?
No, we have someone in 2 people in South Texas, but it's really all over. Yeah. So we're West Coast, East Coast, and then we have one team member in South Korea. Her husband's in the military. So
wow.
yeah.
The job that you're going to hire for this engagement coordinator is local here or anywhere?
Anywhere. So
you heard it, BeatiDudes.
Yeah. So
Sign
the
up.
2 that I have so far are in Kansas and then Ohio.
This is going to be the third?
The third could be in Dallas. This will be
anywhere.
the third.
Yeah.
Man, you got a lot of engagements.
We do. We stay pretty busy.
That's right, though, right?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, we're doing good
That
things.
means we're
We need
doing
to-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing for CLI kind of in our history here, if you will, it started with a businessman in Philadelphia. His name's Tim Flanagan. He's still working with us and around. He's now, I think, in his low 80s.
Is he going to watch this?
Maybe.
I had a phone
Who
call
knows?
with him once. I was on vacation and Tim
He's the
Flanagan
best.
called me and I was like, "You've done amazing work, man."
Yeah.
He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Chasing kids." I don't even know what else we talked about because it was 2024. I don't remember it. But
Yeah, but he founded CLI when he was 58 years old.
Incredible.
I think most people when they're 58 aren't really looking, what great apostolate could I be thinking to start?
No joke.
And so he founded CLI, started working with young adults, realized there was a need to form priests, and so we started working really intensively with priests.
Amazing.
And those priests we were working with really intensively through a program called Good Leaders, Good Shepherds, which is a program we did across the country. Those priests became bishops, and they started saying, "You're the only people that actually helped me form me for real ministry after seminary. And so, what do you have for me as a bishop?" And so they started asking that question, and so we started creating a lot of work with bishops and formation for them, and just walking with them. I think if I had to say what does CLI do, it's accompaniment is the word that we use, because it's not consulting. They're not our clients. They are partners in mission, and we just accompany them in the work that we get to do.
So some of this is reminding me, because I was in seminary for a few years, and one of the things they emphasized was the apostolic letter Pastores Dabo Vobis, which is I will give you shepherds.
Yep.
And it talks about the 4 pillars of formation, and I'm blanking on the 4th one right now. But what I remember feeling at the time was that, okay, I'm getting a lot of great spiritual and intellectual formation.
And pastoral.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then it was the physical, I think.
The human.
Or the human. Yes, that's how it's categorized. There we go. See, so... so I mean, and there were human elements, of course, and there were pastoral elements, and some of those changed depending on what year you were in.
Sure.
But I still ultimately largely felt like, oh, okay, well, I'm learning how to pray. I'm learning the stuff we believe and how to talk about it.
Yep.
But yeah, it sounds like you come along and say, okay, well, here's the brass tacks, right? Like, here's how to implement
Practically
X, Y, and
on
Z.
Tuesday afternoon. Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's because they don't necessarily teach you, well, here's how to balance the books, or
Or your
here's how-
life. Or here's how to balance your life.
Yeah, or here's how to run a
Manage your
parish
schedule.
council, or deal
Yeah.
with an email that's kind of prickly or whatever.
Yep. And then you take that up to the diocesan level. The reality is bishops today, they're great men. Most of them were pastors, or they worked in a diocese. And so they experienced a similar reality where they are now managing thousands and thousands of souls entrusted to them, and all the processes of the finances and their life and their own wellness. There's a baby bishop school in Rome, which is what it's called. And it's 3 days of very intensive training. And then they say, call us if you need anything. So
3 days, you got it.
Yeah. And so we have the gift of walking alongside. But whenever a bishop is named in a new diocese, what do you guys think is the question that they ask him day one?
Good question.
What's your vision?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like it's
that's
like it's like the
perfect.
new CEO
But-
of something, right? Like, how are you going to make your mark?
Exactly,
on the
but
diocese?
he just moved in. Actually, some of them haven't even moved in yet.
Yeah.
Does he know his vision?
Yeah.
No, and so it's he knows what his desires are, but it's we helped kind of take those desires and those maybe thoughts of what he wants to do and make them into really practical things that his flock can kind of actualize within their work.
It's awesome.
Great. It's fantastic.
We have 2 shows with you, and we're going to be recording here in a little bit on Friday. 5 days from now, we're going to record with you again. I want people to check this out, but I also just want them to appreciate this cool journey that you've been on, because it would be really easy to end up at CLI or in this opportunity and to tell yourself, like, what did I do to be here? Like, I go to college, I go to the Pines. But the truth is, you're impacting people's lives in a really big way because you're saying yes to God's call. And I think people need to hear that that's really one of the most beautiful things here. You started off by talking about having kind of like that fraud complex. Everybody does. All of us do. How are we on a podcast? I don't know. Pretty soon, though, we're going to be podcasting from the Meyerson Symphony Center with the Catholic Music Initiative.
Great, we'll be there.
Hey, no joke. We're going
My
to be
wife,
like,
she'll be singing in the choir,
bro,
which is great.
That's awesome.
Paul got that offer, and then we got a.
He stiff armed him.
Then we got it. We got an offer
I don't know
he
if I'm
couldn't
actually gonna-
refuse.
I don't know.
How do you say? How do you say that they gave us an offer we couldn't refuse in?
Latin.
Did you want me to?
Yeah, I do want you to rub your shit. Hey, rub those whiskers.
we couldn't refuse.
There we go. Thank you. We're gonna be like the official something of the night.
The official podcast.
MCs.
No, that's like you would be on stage.
Okay.
We're going to take this table, we're going to wrap it in red wrapping paper, and we're going to have the red table event.
I think we should just order some straight up red carpet and then put it
Wrap it in
on the
that.
table.
Wear it.
Wear the red. We are the red carpet for the event tonight.
Like a table runner.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
Dude, I will make a shirt. It'll be like one of those things that they would wear where they'd, put on wool's hair and chains and whatever, like the flagellants.
Nope.
It's close.
So close, and yet so very close to something else.
So close.
I don't know what I'm going to do when I put it on.
Nope. Now I'm nervous. Yeah.
It's turning the carpet.
Oh.
Wait, I have something.
You,
Something to say? Shocking.
Yes. I asked ChatGPT to write 20 jokes about Kyle.
Before we close it out.
Straight face the whole time.
that's it.
Dude, I can deadpan it better than anybody I know. Okay, ChatGPT, write 20 jokes with the name Kyle in them for upcoming BeatiDudes guest Kyle Hatfield. You want to take turns saying
Yeah.
them?
Let's go
Yeah.
around the
Do you
horn.
want to say any jokes about yourself? Okay, you're
Do
gonna
I
do
want
one.
to?
You always overdo this, and it's way too long. Should we maybe just do 10?
See how the first 10 go. Okay. Hey, if we're feeling good about rounding the corner,
Totally.
go for it. So you know what? ChatGPT knows us now because of my count. Here are 20 fresh, clean, and BeatiDude style jokes you can use on air with guest Kyle Hatfield. I've mixed in wordplay, Catholic humor, and some playful exaggerations.
What?
It knows us, bro. Number 1, Kyle Hatfield sounds like a country singer who only performs at parish picnics. Stupid joke. Number 2.
That's not a joke.
With a last name like Hatfield, Kyle must spend Thanksgiving dodging the McCoys. There you go.
That's pretty good.
It's a good play on
That's
words.
on. Yeah.
Am I reading one?
Yeah, you got it.
Kyle's the only guy I know who brings a hard hat to confession just in case the priest drops the hammer.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Uh,
These are not going great.
Thankfully, my job is secure for the near future.
this doesn't make any sense.
Do it.
Say it. Say it anyway.
Go to the last one.
Act like you're on stage at the Meyerson.
You know Kyle is Catholic because even his Wi-Fi requires a novena before it connects.
That's so stupid. That's just the internet being like, Catholics say the word novena.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, I'm going to bounce around here. Blessed are the Kyles. That sounds terrible. People ask if Kyle's a morning person. I say he's more of a morning person. He cries whenever the Cowboys lose.
Literally said he never cries.
Yeah.
This is popcorn. There's 3
Yeah.
jokes left. Pick one.
Yeah. Okay. Kyle's so holy. Even his
How holy is he?
even his Fitbit counts rosary beads instead of steps.
Wow. Chat's stupid.
Hilarious. You're so hilarious.
That's what I was talking about earlier when I said Stupid.
Okay, this might be the best one. Kyle doesn't wear hats in the field. The field wears hats out of respect for Kyle.
That's actually pretty
That's like
good.
a Chuck Norris style.
That may end up being your new LinkedIn profile.
Sure, I'll do it for a time. I'll do it for Lent.
For a time. It's like half a day.
Kyle once challenged St. Michael to a push-up contest. Let's just say there's a new crater somewhere in Texas.
That got really Chuck Norris there at the end. All right, I appreciate the Chuck Norris. As you go karate chopping your way through the streets of North Texas, just like our friend Chuck, and helping priests and laity and everybody come to know Christ through the gift of a life fully lived.
Amen.
It's awesome.
Amen. All right, well, Kyle, we're going to see you on Friday. We're going to be talking about your discernment / conversion into the Catholic Church and all of the roller coasters that came with that. And while you're busy throwing your hands up and yelling, on the way down, for the rest of you, we will
See you in the Eucharist.
God bless ya.
Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to join us at our undersized table, subscribe to the video version of the show on YouTube by typing @ that's the symbol @ so shift and 2 on your keyboard, @the_BeatiDudes on YouTube. We'll see you there.
For you.